What's going on, everybody? Adam Doud here, benefit of the Doud. I am here in jolly old London. Is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing. I haven't slept in, I don't know, at this point, 30 some hours, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I am here for the Nothing launch, launch of the Nothing Phone 3 and the Nothing Headphone 1. And yeah, we just got a briefing. We just had a hands-on. I did not film this at the hands-on because I kind of forgot my microphone. So yeah, the sound at the event would have been atrocious. So I am back at my hotel. I did film a bunch of B-roll though, which I'll be clipping in here, a little bit here, and what the heck, another one here. But yeah, I filmed a bunch of B-roll. Carl was there. He talked on stage for a while. This was just a briefing. They're going to do like a whole launch event. When this video goes live is when we'll be able to do that. So we're not ready for a full review yet, but I can tell you all about it. So let's start with the Headphone 1. By now, my review of the Headphone 1 has gone live at slashgear.com, so there will be a link in the show notes down there, and I don't know if we know how to do one here or here. I'll ask Glyph. Anyway, if we know how to do it, we'll do it, but if not, it'll be down there, so just click on that. The Headphone 1, they are a vibe. The headphones are designed like... It's kind of like a 1980s cassette tape looking thing on each ear. I could actually probably show you the Headphone 1, but I didn't take them out of my backpack because, again, no sleep. So the Headphone 1, they're $299, which is not a terrible price for what they do. The one thing I really like about Headphone 1 is there's a thing that I like and there's a thing I don't like. The thing I don't like is kind of a design. The design is kind of off. Not off. It's just very subjective. Very, very subjective. So, like, I think it's going to be divisive. I think some people are going to love it. Some people are going to hate it. One thing that is nice is that when you are wearing Headphone 1, there is going to be zero doubt who made those headphones. Now, I would like to point out that I made a video for Instagram about 4 days ago or so when I first got the Headphone 1 in my office at home in Chicago. About how all these different headphones all look alike. But Carl Pei also said the same thing on stage. I said it first. I'm just pointing that out. I put a clip in here so that you can see what I'm talking about. Or you can just go to my Instagram and you can see it there. But anyway, so the design is it's a vibe. You have to see it. I'll put some clips in here. It's not terrible. It's really out there. It's not, I don't feel like it's really a nothing design, but that's me. Like I might just be weird. In regards to the thing that I like is the controls on the Headphone 1 are lovely. They are absolutely lovely. There's a physical switch on the bottom so that you can turn them on or off. There is a separate Bluetooth button. Now, the Bluetooth button's a little weird. I legitimately didn't even know where the Bluetooth button was when I was shooting B-roll because it's kind of hidden. But anyway, so there is a separate Bluetooth button, which means you can put it into pairing mode without having to turn them off and turn them back on, blah, blah, blah. Then there's 3 different buttons that you can use for controls. There's the button. They call it the button because it's a button. Then they call it, then there's a roller, and then there's a pedal. The button is kind of like a play button. No, I'm sorry. The button is like, you can use it to control your playback sources. There are supposedly about 20 different services, including Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and some video services too, where you can push the button and you can switch back and forth between those without having to, like, control it from your phone. In the beta version of the app that we've been using, it's only Spotify and Apple Music, neither of which I use. So I did not find that to be terribly helpful. But you can also hold down the button and you can launch an AI assistant and ask questions. And you can actually do like any AI assistant you want. You can do ChatGPT, you can do Gemini, you can do any other app that you want. And it will, it'll just activate just by pushing and holding that button. The next button is called the roller, and that is a button that you push it, and you can also run your thumb over it to spin it, and that will either play or pause your music. You hold it down long press to turn on active noise cancellation, or you can roll it back and forth to adjust your volume. Then finally, there's the paddle, and the paddle is just like a little stick that you kind of flip back and forth, and for that you can reverse your playback thing, or you can make it go forward. And the thing that I really like about all these controls, like, they're all very natural and intuitive. I like that. But the thing that I really like is that you can configure any of them to do anything through the Nothing X app. That's awesome. Like, that is something that every headphone maker should do always, forever. So take notes, headphone makers. It's your headphones. You do what you want. The headphones do not sound great out of the box via Bluetooth. I haven't tested this myself, but a friend of the show, Miriam Jouar, noted that if you plug in the headphones with a USB cable, they actually sound a lot better. So it's probably a codec thing. I was able to tweak the EQ to get it to work fine, to get them to sound good, but right out of the box they did not sound amazing. Sound is also, like design, very subjective, so maybe they'll sound great for you. Who knows? Now, the other device, and I think arguably the device that other people really want to see, is the Nothing Phone 3. The Nothing Phone 3 is what Nothing is calling its first true flagship, and for the most part, I think they're about right with that assessment, because this phone has all the specifications that you would want from a flagship phone, save one, and the one is a little controversial. The Nothing Phone 3 I have not had. I got the Nothing headphones about a week ago so that our review could drop now, but the Nothing Phone 3 I have not had. So there's in terms of specifications, like, there's the one corner that's being cut, and my hands-on for this is, by the way, at /gear also, so link down below. You got the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4, 8S, I'm sorry, the Snapdragon 8S Gen 4, which is not the best processor that you can buy, but it's a step down, and it's fine. It's really fine. Like, it's fine. It also has a silicone carbide battery, 51,050 milliamp hours, if I remember correctly. So it's the largest battery that they've used. It supports quick charging. I want to say it was 65 watts. I don't remember off the top of my head, 45, 65, somewhere in there. I think they said they can go from 0 to 50% in like 19 minutes. So it has fast charging. That's great. And it has four 50 megapixel cameras. There's the one on the front and then the 3 on the back. And those are the typical, selfie, main, telephoto, 3x telephoto, and 114 degree ultra wide camera. So that's awesome. Like, all of those specifications are awesome. And then on the back of the phone, so this is where the design gets, again, very, very subjective. There's things I don't like about the design. There's things I do like about the design. I'm going to yada through it because it hasn't grown on me yet. And that's really the long and short of it. I haven't really used it enough to say whether I like it or not. My initial impression was kind of, but again, it's design. It's subjective. The one thing that I really like, that I'm really looking forward to playing with, is the Glyph Matrix. So Nothing phones have had a Glyph interface for, you know, every iteration. The Nothing Nothing Phone 3A Pro has the Glyph interface, you know, with the LED strips around. The Nothing Phone 3 has gone with a Glyph Matrix, which is a circular display on the back of the phone that has the dot matrix design. So like everything that Nothing does is like dot matrixy. Let me, you know, just to show you like real quick, like, you know, these like, you know, dot matrixy things like that. There's a circle on the back that looks a lot like this. Well, it looked like that before it went away. And the Glyph Matrix is useful for a lot of the same things that the Glyphs were, but the difference is that this is like a screen that you can use. You can make it a selfie camera screen. If you want to take a selfie with the main camera instead of the selfie camera, I don't know why. Maybe if you want like a bigger sensor size or something like that, or a bigger pixel size. Or you can, like, we can't wait to see what the developers do with it. Carl said those words, basically. But one of the things that you can do are like cute little mini games. Carl showed off like a rock, paper, scissors that you can play against the phone, which is kind of adorable. You could do spin the bottle, which it just, you know, spins a bottle and fairly straightforward. You could do a magic 8-ball. So you can like shake the phone and say, "Will Billy ask me to the prom?" And it'll come back and say, you know, "Sure, why not? You're, you know, reasonably cool." But anyway, so that's kind of cool. I'm really looking forward to digging into the Glyph Matrix, because I think that could be a real cool addition to Nothing phones. And I think, like, my initial gut reaction says that this should be a flagship only feature, and like not flagship should still get like the Glyph interface. If you ask me, if I'm king of Nothing for a day, that's the decree that I would make. What else am I missing for the Nothing Phone 3? It looks good. Like, I know it doesn't look good. The design is growing on me. The one thing that I mentioned in my /gear article was I like the black colorway more than the white colorway. So, you know, there's that. If you want to go with if you're not a fan of the design, try the black colorway. I think it kind of looks a little bit better. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing here in London. Those are the phones that the Nothing people did, not the phones, the phone and the headphone 1, the first over-ear headphones for Nothing. So congrats on that. And a new flagship phone. All good things happening here in London. So that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below and like and share. And I just realized that I shot this in vertical video, so I guess you're going to be watching a vertical video on YouTube. That's going to be great. Yeah, because all my B-roll's on vertical too. So yeah, I guess that's just what we're doing now. It's a thing. I'm really tired, and I'm going to go. That's me, and this is you, and this is our intro. Peace.
Oh, hi there. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, then you obviously liked what you saw. So why not take it a few small steps further? How about you drop a thumbs up on this video and maybe hit that subscribe button?
And while you're there, move that pointer over a few pixels and click the bell. All of that will ensure that we get noticed on the YouTubes, and we can make more of these videos just for you.
And if you want to go even a little bit further, you can head over to patreon.com/benefitofthedoud and sign up for as little as just $2 per month. And for that, you'll get early access to our videos and some bonus content that we don't show on the main channel.
Plus, we're cooking up new perks and benefits all the time. So go to patreon.com/benefitofthedoud and sign up today.
That's patreon.com/benefitofthedoud. And as always, we thank you for watching and for giving us the benefit of the Doud.